This is a map of the Spaulding Logging Company, which is the area we're going to explore today. The Spaulding Logging Company logged this area from approximately 1905 until 1931. But the time frame we're going to focus on today is the 1918 to 1931 time period. This area is located about 10 or so miles southeast of Valsetz, which was up in this area. And the railroad began off of the Valsetz mainline railroad right about here at a place called Camp 1. You can see it's labeled Camp Walker on this 1942 map. The Camp Walker designation came later when this railroad was partially converted into a truck road about 1938. So in 1918, the line left Camp 1 and came up here and followed the Lucky Butte River to Camp 3, which was built in around the early 1920s. At around the mid to late 1920s, they extended the line to a place called Camp 5 over here. And to get there, they had to build a series of switchbacks to climb up a pretty steep section of the mountain. And so it's this series of switchbacks that we're going to explore today and try to actually verify its exact location. By 1931, the Depression was in full swing, and logging had ceased because all the mills had closed down. And so this railroad would never expand any further than what you see here. In 1931, it closed down. When the mills reopened in 1936, rather than rebuild this railroad, they instead built this new truck road and then came in and logged this area. But this whole area here still remained unlogged. And it's been kind of a mystery why they didn't continue the logging railroad up this valley and just continue to log. We think that one of the major reasons they didn't was because this switchback was probably washed out. And once you see on the video what it looks like, where you can literally barely see any evidence of the railroad, what you're looking at here is a more detailed image of what the switchback would have looked like. This is based on a LiDAR image that shows just the ground features like the hillsides and the valleys and the river creeks, as well as any man-made road features that might not otherwise show up on maps. We use this type of a map system to locate old railroad grades that were long forgotten and have never been mapped out on any even older maps, much less the newer maps. So what we see represented in red is the original railroad grade and the route that we suspected that it took to climb up this mountainside to get up to Camp 5. And part of this railroad grade was converted into a truck road. And you can see where the truck road diverts off of the railroad grade on this LiDAR image right here. This is the current truck road that you can actually drive up to access the area today. And it comes up here and then rejoins the railroad grade right here. And even though this was a railroad grade at one point in time, today this is a truck road. However, this section right here and this section right here and all of this down here are all original railroad grades that were never converted into truck roads. We have not hiked this section, so I can't tell you what it looks like. Although I did hike a short section right here and verify that this was a grade after I found railroad spikes and tie plates and a rail joiner. So for today, we parked right about here. We wanted to verify how this switchback, first of all, where it actually went and where it connected and how it was laid out. So we were able to find this grade. We hiked down to it from the road, and as we hiked down this old grade that was never converted into a truck road, it was very overgrown and had lots of landslides. It was very difficult to see. But then we got down here to try to figure out where this connected and where the switchback was. And you'll see in the video what we found to actually prove that whether or not we were actually correct about this layout. So on to the video. Where's it at?
Right in front of me. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Let me finish getting the GPS point and I'll move.
What's that?
Let me finish. Let me move here out of your way.
No, you're fine. Look, that means it has to be up here further then.
Yeah, but it can't really be much further. I mean, this is one heck of a raging stream to push rail up. Oh, guess what? I got 3 rails right here. 3 rails. Right here, the one you're seeing, the second one, and the third one. All of it's right here. Chunk, that still has the track built in it. Then there's another piece that's under this big boulder and is actually under that log jam. You gotta freak when you get over here.
There's the one rail right there. Where's the other one at?
One's under my left foot. That has the track bolt in it if you can see it. Then the other one's right there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. No, there's no trestle. They're just built up the creek.
Okay, the tail track will be up there.
Yeah, so the tail track's probably running right to that bend. I had it coming right to where this ridge line comes down and narrows down the creek, down the river.
Right.
So we're still in the area where the tail track is. Well, bro, you got your wish. You wish for rails, you got rails. In the plural sense.
That's awesome. Did not expect that. Well, I didn't even think you'd be able to make it down here. Rail there, rail here. That's kind of, we're in a really remote.
See how much elevation we've gained though, just from where those rails are?
I know, that's what. It's 42 degrees out here right now. Tucker! Tucker! Stay there!
Hey! Hey! I just know physically it can't go beyond that point.
Right.
Think about it. You come up this way, you bulldoze the stream clear, shift the stream to one side, cross it on maybe a crib or just some logs against the stream, and probably create this as your road bed up on this side since the rails are here. So we'll say this side's the railroad. So that side, you come in, you cross, you join this side, you shove the river over this way by building the grade up. And then you just run your tail track up here, keeping the river shifted that side. Then you build on up to the other one.
Did you see if the nut was on the other end of the track bolt?
It is.
It had to have broken then.
Well, I'm sure the force of this river just ripped these rails apart and just ripped that little. Coming up from where we're parked, they did drop kind of in the middle, but they're on this side. Then the one coming from Camp 3 comes down, crossed on some logs to this side, and then they ran up this side.
Okay. So it would have crossed right where you are right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's running basically right. I mean, it lines up perfect with the rails right there. It's right through here to the right of the stump, right up that grade. And it probably split right where that fork shoulder is coming down. And that's where our fork takes off and go up that way.
Oh, this is just a tail track.
Yeah, this is just a tail track.
I got it, okay. So this is where the other grade came down. Just see it. Washed away here. So we're going across the creek and then back over here, up where we came, and the tail track would have been up. You just saw